Good morning, guys. Happy Monday. It's going to be a wild, wild week, and I'm super excited to take you guys along for the ride. My favorite part about my walk to work, other than the really loud sounds of the road, Huey and Hunter walking with me. It's probably the best part about being able to walk to work. Always a nice treat and a great opportunity for us to just chat and connect and have fun, and for Hunter to see all the other dogs and want to play with them. Hi, have a good day. I think my meetings have meetings today. There is not a minute on the calendar that is not filled with something. So we will see how that goes, and hopefully we can make it out alive.
Look at it is. We're gonna go be on time for a meeting. It's very uncommon, but we're gonna do it.
I'm ready.
Is it really that uncommon? I'm always on time. Are you not on time normally? Is that what you're telling me? Is she ever on time? Kent, is she on time?
Oh, you know. Oh, you know.
Oh, so he won't say anything bad.
So I have to schedule a meeting about how many meetings are on my calendar. This is a real thing.
It's a problem.
But here's the deal. I am grateful to feel so needed and wanted. But when my meetings start having meetings.
Wait, when are you gonna find time to meet about your meetings?
I don't know, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna
have to move some stuff around.
We'll see how it goes. And then here's Kent, he's filming.
It felt right. I don't know.
Is that meta?
I think that would
How
be
does this
meta,
feel
yeah.
right now?
That would
How
be
does this
meta.
feel right now? He's gonna like jump from cut to cut to cut to cut on the vlog.
As long as there's coffee.
I know I need to go get some so that I can cancel my meetings and plan more meetings.
Oh,
no.
that's aggressive.
That means there's no coffee, and I don't know what to do. Should I just leave? Is Monday canceled?
Honestly, Monday's canceled with
Yeah, that's about it for Monday.
Heading into the community meeting, which is one of my favorite meetings of the week. Hi guys!
I'm gonna watch
Community meeting.
Oh wait,
Monday's pretty good.
Yeah?
I need a
Yeah.
day between
I
Sunday
said-
and Monday though.
Yeah. I mean, like emoji raised hands, right? Like, we
Oh
all
my gosh.
Ensuring that the efforts that we're putting forth are being amplified and being shared as much as possible in the right ways. Kind of seeing the whole picture, which is such a gift, and I'm super excited about that. My role continues to be very much the same, but also the complete opposite and different. So that's amazing. But basically, still kind of speaking into the voice and the mission and the vision, and actually now being able to do that more. I had to take on the responsibility of like a 3-person full-time role of running Rising Tide, which meant taking on things that were not my strengths. And so ultimately what I'm trying to do with my role is really focus on what I can do to best contribute to the community, what I can best do to support you guys. And that means like taking certain things off, and it means putting certain things back on, which I'm super excited about. Looking outside of our bubble and saying, great, what are some other amazing communities that are dominating right now, and how can we work together? How can we actually take this concept of community over competition and apply it to our own efforts as a community? So I'm super excited about that. Also going to be, I think, just continuing to serve as best I can when it comes to like just larger vision type projects. So I know that sounds strange, but anything from potentially thinking about how we're creating content, how we're sharing it, and just looking forward. So that's kind of where I'm at. I probably missed something. Did I miss something?
Like you're the person, like you're the face of this thing, and like those personal relationships that you're building are actually translating into us making that much more of an impact.
Ashley has already done such an amazing job of letting us know what last week's webinar and upcoming webinars are, so that we can make sure that people go and check in on the old one and also get signed up for future webinars. So Megan, feel free to send me the guide. I know Meredith's not on here, but Meredith will be able to send me over kind of highlighted blog posts.
This week I'm gonna make 5 vlogs, and I'm going to plan out with Juliana some more content that we're gonna be creating in-house about people here, and then maybe about some members. Remember those testimonial type videos we did from the
Grass Valley?
The Grass Valley.
Yeah, similar to that one, and the
Summit.
Summit.
Oh, the summit.
I'm creating guidelines so that members can create their own of those, and then we can just share more stories like that, so we don't have to create them here, which will be cool. And then we're gonna see how those turn out. So
That's a lot of work for an intern, though.
yeah, a lot.
Well,
So are you gonna still be an intern?
yeah, like what happens at the end of the summer? Are you gonna...
I guess I'll just stay.
That was good though. So meeting just ended. We're heading to lunch. By that I mean we're gonna go grab lunch. We're not like going anywhere. We're gonna have it here.
We are going to the kitchen for lunch, which is quite a trek. We got to get our steps in each day.
far.
You may or may not recognize her from everything in the world. It's Jamie!
I realize you've been in so many vlogs lately. We never really like
Explain who you were.
This is my girlfriend Jamie.
Hey, I just finished up the meeting. What's up?
Did you? How'd it go?
It went really well. There's this really cool community in Europe called The Collective, and they're planning a big conference. So we're just talking with them about ways to help and promote. And
Yeah.
yeah, so it's good. I'm speaking next week to a group of community builders in Tel Aviv. So I had my meetings with 2 different people in that startup. So it's a startup called Jolt, and it's amazing. And they're redefining the way that people learn and trying to think to the future about like education. Because we talk a lot about like, will my kids ever go to college? Will they need college? What will college look like? And what's cool about this startup is that the startup is thinking like, what if you could take the best minds all around the world and then like basically bring them to classrooms so that you're not just learning from like who's available in your local town, you know, somewhere in the United States or somewhere in Europe, but you're learning from like the best minds in Mumbai and the best minds in Hong Kong. And so they're like rethinking education, which is really powerful. And so basically I'm one of the first educators on this platform to talk specifically about community building in sort of this modern technological space. So like online, offline, the challenges that we see, all the hardships we've come up against in building our community, and then ways in which we're improving and iterating and trying to build something that is beneficial and sustaining. Yeah.
That's awesome. How are you managing? Because I know I started working here like a week ago.
Yeah.
I am having trouble managing having too many meetings and then not being actually have time to get my work done.
So this is the theme of the vlog today
because I have your schedule. Natalie,
I know.
you have literally 0 time during the day where you're not in a meeting.
My meetings have meetings. So here's the deal. So this morning, Nama, who's our head of product, who, if you've been watching the vlog, we went over to her house to actually do our like brainstorm for the brand vision a couple of episodes ago. And she essentially runs like this whole half of the company. And so she's like, my boss, like she sends me this screenshot today and it's of my schedule for the week. And all she wrote was, "This is crazy." So yes, it is a known problem that my schedule is insane. I joke and I say like, I'm grateful because to me, it makes me, I'm valued and I feel appreciated, but my meetings have meetings. Like there are some times where I'm supposed to be in 3 meetings at one time. Like today I had, anyway, how do I manage it? Prioritization and ultimately decisiveness. So something I'm working on, and this is like Kent's been helping me with this too. Everyone in my team has been holding me accountable. I am prioritizing the meetings that only I can go to and the things that only I can do. And so as a small business owner, I would do the same thing. Like for me, it was like, no one else can get on Insta stories for you and share and connect with your community and your tribe. Only you can do that. But as a wedding photographer, maybe someone can edit for you, right? Somebody maybe can help you as a virtual assistant to schedule meetings more efficiently or whatever it is. So I just, for example, had a meeting 2 meetings ago where someone was pitching me something and I knew it wasn't the right fit. And so Natalie 6 months ago would have been like, well, sure, tell me more. Let's continue talking about this. Natalie today is like, I'm so sorry, this is not the right fit for us and it doesn't really align with where we want to go. But I'm so grateful you took the time. So that meeting that was slotted for 30 minutes took 10 because I immediately knew she wasn't the right fit. And that kind of boldness is not something that honestly for me came natural. I had to really work at that and I'm still trying to get better at that and improve. But I think that it's starting to work. So the meetings are a problem. Mm-hmm. We know they're a problem, but we're slowly figuring it out.
This is Kent right now,
Is this
guys.
really necessary?
This
We
is
were
so
doing
necessary.
an interview.
We were doing an interview and I interrupt this interview to bring you Kent, who's like, I don't really know. And these, what happened to the white Converse? Are these
Well, I
new?
wanted black ones today.
With HoneyBook content by 15% and then increase traffic from unpaid channels to HoneyBook platform by 5%. I think one thing we can improve on as a team is finding ways, and this is sort of like just a side note, but we all kind of have to take this on.
What? Natalie?
See this sign?
Yeah?
This is do not disturb.
Okay.
I have 30 minutes without a meeting. I am locking myself in this room and I am getting work done.
Hey,
All right, see you later.
go nuts.
What?
Still working?
We're editing a blog post for
editing.
tomorrow.
Wait, what blog post?
So we're actually going to be talking about in-person booking and
Yeah, one of our members, Justin, who's a DJ, so cool, huh? He wrote it for us, and so we're super excited to feature him on our blog. When, if they're ready to pay, why can't you just book them in person?
Right.
And so that's what this blog post is all about, just how we're making it easier for people to book clients.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love like that he says he feels like he's now one of those stores where an associate walks up to you, asks, "Are you ready to check out?" and you just swipe the card and are on your way.
That's awesome.
And that's amazing.
Getting out of here, and it's still light outside, so that is good. Heading to dinner with Huey, and then calling it a night.
Don't work too hard, all right?
We're doing professional development.
Oh, you are? What's your professional development? Eating
Israeli food.
Israeli food. Okay, all right, so it's a cultural immersion experience.
Multicultural, yes.
Yes.
This is sabich, which is an eggplant pita, and
that-
I'm learning JavaScript.
Is that not what it is? But have fun. Have fun learning JavaScript.
Natalie.
Goodbye, guys. Have a good night.
Wait, what's going on?
I almost didn't recognize you.
Oh, Natalie, I was meaning to ask you about. I made a couple Instagram stories. Wanted to push those through. Can I get your approval?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. You don't even want to see it?
You want.
I thought you hated those ones.
Yeah.
Oh no, I changed my mind suddenly.
So you just
They're
push it
great
through?
now. Yep.
Okay.
Great. Thank you.
Sounds like a plan.
Do you think she's? No. Never mind.
That's no.
You are Natalie.
Yeah. See.